How are you today? Welcome. I'm Miss Shine Light 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with, before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next time I upload. Hey, everybody. How are you guys? I hope you are having a happy Saturday. Saturday where I am. Thought I would come and give you some messages today. First full. Has it been a full week? No, it won't be a full week until Sunday, tomorrow, of the first week and the equinox. So, nevertheless, we'll still pull on the energy to see what it's all about. That juggling energy is still in the energy as well. Temperance, one foot in, one foot out. Our priestess. Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you in this energy as well. Good morning. How are you guys? Afternoon, good morning, good evening. Okay, it's kind of hazardous right here where you are, where you're walking away from. It's kind of hazardous because the people that you serve and are serving you are. Oh, I done got wedged in this corner. Alright, there we go. As you guys see, I have a lot of energy on the table. And just depending on where it starts, as you clearly see, it's all over the place. Walking away, so somebody might have had an argument, fight last night. Current energy, because we on the weekend messages as well. Also, along with that, star energy. Star energy. At the bottom of the deck, Empress. At the bottom of the deck, Empress energy. Okay. So, listen. Okay, listen, girl. You might say, why he want to come back to me if he looking at somebody else, right? For self-loathing. Self-loathing. Either because of strife in the situation. You gotta remember, these games that these masculines play are about a, a competition, okay? It's always a competition with them, okay, in the energy. So when we wonder what is on their minds, what are they thinking, how are they thinking, they thinking this is a game, okay? Shirts against the skins. Skins meaning if I can get some. Okay? And it say they got some because look, the chariot at the bottom of the deck. So it's saying that they might have got some last night. But let's see. And today you know something. Her address might be 4344343 address. And she might got a little boy at her house too. 10 of Pentacles. Okay? That's where he was grounded at last night. I don't know. Yeah, they was boning. Ace of bones. They was boning. And then maybe this morning or last week or last night it's cut off because now it's cut out. Now they cut out this morning. Okay. Maybe got some money out of the deal with Pinnacles here. Okay. Mighty. Then came back home to this situation here where somebody served something here. Okay. After he been surfing surfboard all night. Okay. And then we got the Three of Wands. Okay. Come barging in the house with this bone in his hand. Okay, after he been doing all this boning and stuff, because this is the way he gonna come back in. Where's the bone at? Where he was boning at? Bone. Here it is. See y'all up there having a birthday party or some kind of party up there, and they down here breaking down something over here. Okay, somebody else's constructions or structures. The zombies, that is, the ones that's toxic. Okay, coming into somebody else's place where y'all having a party, unbeknownst to you though. Three of Wands still surveying. Okay, masculine here is in his truth here though. He here representing his bi his bull here. He's representing it. Okay, he's standing in his truth over it. Okay, about it. I'm gonna put that back, but that's what they gave us. So I'm gonna leave that. All right. They give me that in a sporadic type of way today. You know, this is not their normal way of giving me messages in my shuffle like this, but I guess this is the energy today. So let's keep pushing. I will come back to those energies in just a second. That was just the energy that's coming in like a strife energy. Like you guys are at odds with each other, but I want to get a little bit more detail first before we go there in the energies so far. Let's see where's this stuff coming from. Okay, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Tower. All right, so let's go back and get that energy. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. And a Queen of Cups. Yeah, I gotta get that energy. For some reason, they called me back for that energy there. Bam. I don't know why. They called back for that energy. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. At the bottom, still surveying. Three of Wands came out already in the energy. Sun, they're going to illuminate some more stuff here. All right, but I don't have the right energy out yet. Okay, y'all? So let's hold out on this stuff here for just a second till we get. Can y'all guys see? All right, here we go. Maybe you guys can. Alright, so bam. I'm moving this out the way. So the supernatural would be, you know, that manifestation, like manifesting something here. Okay. So how it came out with the chariot, the boning, and then a two of knives, two of swords. Okay, two of swords. Then it came out with the ten of hazards. This is the house. This is how they serve it. Now these toxic things are serving you in your house. Something in your place serving you this. And then this is the surfboard. surfing in on the surfboard, because they got you consumed with your brain in his hand. Okay. Then we got the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups, and then the Tower. That's the way it came out. That's why he told me to go back and get it. Okay. All right. Now we can talk about some stuff. Okay. Hmm. I had to see what was going on. They could tell it to me, but I gotta see it. All right, ten of hazard. So this is definitely hazardous to you. Coming in this weekend, something. I don't even know. Maybe like some food poisoning. Maybe you eat the wrong food and instantly, like 10, 20 minutes after you eat it, you get like vomit, diarrhea together. Like food poisoning. Ten of Swords, yes. Okay, Ten of Swords, like, so 10, 10. So it's like still hazardous to you, still stabbing you in your back. Okay, the death, the ending, a situation or a relationship. So something ended, definitely. Okay, Six of Pentacles under the Surfer, under the Knight of Cups. This is raising in money or salary. So um, somebody might get a promotion or increase annuals coming up. Somebody also might get six figures. Okay, six figures has been coming up a lot. That's 100,000 to 900,000. Okay, 999,900. Okay, that's 9,000 before you get to the million. Okay, so then we got the devil, jealousy, trouble, able to break the chain to be that is binding you to it. And this is a holding you, and this is also holding you back here. This hazards, this family, the situation dynamic is holding you back. You ready to leave? Two of Cups, this union, so you can have peace of mind. Seven of Cups, though. Under the upheaval, under the tower, it's talking about there's plans of hope of you know, bolting off to something more calmer, but also knowing that it's got to be done in a sneaky way. Okay, sneaky handed. And then a Four of Swords, so you got to act like maybe you sick or rest and retreat, or act like you need to recuperate and then make up a plan or something like that, plan of action. This is also sickness. This is also bed illness. This is also needing to take time out for rest and relaxation. This is also putting you first. Okay, I have to put me first. Okay, you have to put yourself first here. Queen of Pentacles. Over 25, dark eyes and dark hair. Professional business. And domineering. So you like overbearing over a person, place, or thing. But justice is in the energy at the bottom of the deck. So we have legal situations, and also it carries under this energy of legal situations because Libra gang is in this energy as well. Libra gang. I'm balancing the scale. So legal issues, situations, documents, police finding out the truth in the matter, affecting the balance here. Something is off balance here. Somebody ain't got their money right, off balance. Okay. Somebody ain't got their money right, off balance. Don't go to the long shirt talk about you ain't got his money right, because he ain't gonna be happy, especially with everything that's going on. He ain't happy. Okay, he may ready to bust in your house like this now. Okay, That's why he might be ready to come into your house. Okay. You might already got your doors barricaded like this. Okay, you might be already barricading your doors like this already from him. But I don't know. Y'all live in a bando? What's this? That Peak House in Georgia? Nah, this is somebody else's house though. It's a bando though. Somebody might want to give up their house, life, the luxury to come live at somebody else's house. Becoming arrogant. Because this is the queen here. This is the queen of pentacles here. She might become arrogant. I told you she was domineering in this energy, okay? This person is very domineering. Um, and when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. So she could get real dominating, demanding, and controlling, okay? But ordinarily, how she smooths it over and smiles in your face and gets over, she radiates a regal feminine. And also, she uses her benevolence authority to protect others. So she'll think like she'll protecting you, but then it's like protecting you to like an overbearing, and then to the point of controlling, and then to the point of like, you know what I mean, demanding you just do stuff. Okay, I don't know who this is. Girl. People are adults and they're allowed to do what they want to do. And you wonder why you can't keep a man. You can't, cause all right. So this person might be a con artist. This might even be an artist, like a musician, or rapper, singer, you know, whatever you inspired to be, artist, painter, you know, whatever your creativity mind wants you to be. Okay, here in this energy. Using talents as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to inflict pity. So you might be like, look, I slow my, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get my bit. I need more studio time, this and that, and this. Somebody helping you pay for this. Okay. Somebody also might be asking more for more supplies. Like, back in the day when I was like an inspired, like before I even started like doing YouTube, I was like ask people like, could you buy me a book? And like the dudes or guys or whatever they were that I was talking to wasn't able to even offer me a book to read. I would really look at that as a major turn off. Like, like I was like, hey, let's go to the bookstore. Or like, instead of you spending your money on whatever other things you was going to buy me, could you buy me a book? And like, they would instantly be mad, and that would really give me like a red flag. Like, this, you mad because I want knowledge? And a book would be like, they call these decks, they call these books, okay? Like, because it comes with a book, it comes with the energy with it, the cards, and then it comes with the book too to interpret the artist's message on how they wanted to make the cards that come out, right? So some come with books, some don't, but they call them books when you go to the bookstore to buy them. So my point here is like, somebody really is like jealous. Like with this devil here, it's like really jealous, like troubling jealous though. Like troubling. Like anything like right, the devil's advocate. Like they make it seem, have you ever seen that movie The Devil's Advocate? How the wife was like she thought she was really nutting up and going crazy, but she really wasn't, because the other people were so toxic and caught up into this world of the devil's advocate, like, of like his control, whatever he had going on, whatever this whole lifestyle was. Like when you're an elite person, you have your own elite crowd that you hang with. You have your own elite things that you do on a daily basis. So like these people do this, and like she's like not from here, not from this world, but following her husband on his job and whatever the heck, trying to make their marriage work and relocate and whatever the case we do for our husbands, when it comes to, you know, being that wife and supporting our family or whatever the case may be, but when you got this type of person, an advocate of the devil, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Like this is for his own gain, grandizement, okay, for his own grandiosis, or however they call it, okay, for their own ego boost, for their own self-loathing. Here you are nutting up thinking like these people are crazy, like it really is devils there. You really like seeing these people's masks come off. Basically is what the show is trying to show, like people's masks coming off, their true colors is being shown, basically. But you get to see them in the devil's form. That was how they depicted the devil's advocate, which was really good, like really good, really good. Okay. So this is also to inspire you to put passion into action. So like he would inspire her to say everything was going to be okay. These people are great. These people are, the best people to be around. But here they all were only there for whatever codependent that the lifestyle supported them in. And this might be somebody here with the 6 of Pentacles. This might be something that supports this person, and may it be, consuming your mind by eating your mind with toxic and manipulating things, or cutting things, or being emotional and surfing in and out, or surfing in and out of conversations with you, not being, you know clear cut with the, or always making a ripple in the dynamic of the two of you, okay, with the wave, because he's already, got part of his flesh eaten by whatever toxin it is. But when he dresses back in his, you know regular clothes, you don't know that this is the same person, okay, that's serving you the toxic stuff. You don't know that that's the same person serving you, because this is his dynamic here, okay, and he might be the servant here serving his family. Okay, you don't know his position in here with the bones here, okay, because it's to the flesh and the bone. And also with the con artist here, he only does this to inflict pity, for you to feel sorry for him. Oh, look at how I'm living, okay. And if you notice, like in society, women with children, versus a man, single man, homeless, you know, they will give a man before they give a woman. Now, I don't know why that is, okay? That's just what they messaged me. They'll help a man before they help a woman, even with children. But I always felt like my mom was like that with us as kids growing up. Like, cause I have one brother and I have an older sister, and my mother never made my brother do anything. Like, she always enabled him. 50 something years old in his life now. She's 80 something. Like, and still to this day, like, enables him to absolutely be nothing. Like, absolutely. Like, he's an artist by nature. He can paint immaculately. He could be a freelance artist. Went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia about 35 years ago, and never did anything creative with his life. I mean, it's one thing to be creative in your mindset, but to let your creativity pass you by is another. Okay, or to get in a mental block and to lose sight of your creative hobby or whatever it is. It might even be a career for you, um, but which they call not a career, but it is a career. Okay, um, it's not looked upon as a career. Okay, to be self-made. No, that's the career. To be self-made. How did you become self-made? What did you do? Okay, and then now they want your steps on how that you become self-made. Okay, did you think for yourself? Did somebody help you? Did you go it alone? What was the tools that you used? Can another person do it just like you? The artist. Okay, was it a con? Was it something that can be duplicated? can others learn from it? Or will it be more like you? That's always the, you know, dynamic, but they don't want you to know that though. Okay? Expressing a dimension of life that is yet just beyond the five senses. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. Symbolically. So seeing things in symbols, and like when the Egyptians saw things in hieroglyphics. Okay? They made little symbols, this, that, up, down, left, right, and they knew what it meant. Okay? And somebody might be in code and they talk that way to each other. Might be talking pig Latin. Ute, ate, ote, noke. I don't know te. Okay, they might be talking that kind of language to each other to, camouflage something here. I don't know. They might be even talking in tongues, but you need an interpreter. I don't know if I'll be able to interpret what they're talking, but they will be talking another language under the artist. Okay, the queen, because this is the person that's controlling and demanding. So she might talk okay. So they talk about there's five senses of the love languages. If you don't know them, you might want to check them out, like the affirmations of love, gift giving, and also it's a couple other ones. Okay, just if you check that out, y'all might be on two different frequencies, or y'all might be on five different frequencies, but or y'all might not have none of the love language concepts down yet. But whatever it is, this is an Avenger. This is the person that is resorting to violence in the name of the cause. So this person might hit at you. This person might, verbally abuse you. Okay. Desires the balance of the scale of justice with justice here in the energy that came right out. Justice. Yeah, justice was here at the bottom of the deck. I don't know where it went now. If I shuffled or something. Another star. I don't know, y'all, but what was that? The Avenger, the justice of the scale, just balancing the scale. So when we balance the scale, where did we balance the scale at? Because that was only two things. Oh, right here. I'm sorry. That was the balancing of the scale right there. Okay, of the justice. Okay, that was the legal situation that I talked about. I was going into. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. So now there's your Avenger. Okay. That desires to balance the scale of justice, righteousness on the behalf of society and oneself. Okay, so now let's talk about that. Okay, this Avenger. So for oneself, but it's supposed to be for the society, right? But that's what I get out of society when I get validation from them as the Avenger, the hero. I could be your hero, right? But resorting to violence, okay? I might even just come in and start making a fight, okay? Under this queen of art. Like, he might not like your demanding gestures, your nagging, your, over domineering energy. He might not like that here with resorting to violence in the name of the cause. Like, just shut up. Like, and they might strike you. Okay, like you might start saying something, and the next thing you know, you might get a slap on the cheek, or something, or a punch in the head, or something. Like, because this person is like they good to one point, meaning they desire, to balance the scale. Like, but after they had enough is enough. It's like enough is enough. Okay, come on, Edith, enough is enough. Righteousness now out of my right hand or the right hook on the behalf of the society and oneself. Like, because I got to get a peace of mind if you don't shut up, okay? Because I'm going outside in society after I hit you. Artists, expressing the dimensions of life that is just beyond the five senses: hearing, seeing, knowing, feeling, touching, right? Inspiring others to see life symbolically. See it their way, right? I want you to see things my way under the queen, right? Or the king, this other masculine or masculine
This queen wants you to see it her way, right? But then the masculine in this energy is going to make you see it his way by striking at you. Okay? So now, this is the dynamic at this house. Okay? And this is how this person balances this scale by surfing out here with your mind. Take it with him when he go. Okay? And he go over here because this came out twice in the same energy, and I just picked up on that here. Okay? So it might be two unions that this person might be in right now because that's the family dynamic. But this is also telling me he hold hands with two other women too, or three. Okay? But also, this has told me it was sneaky here, right there. Okay? Okay? Then they told me over here where they drove off from you because this is what it does to him there at the house. This is the house that he at. Okay? 10-10. This is a death. This is an ending. This is completion. He's bored there. You know, his nagging is there. It's just, it's hard. You know what I mean? I gotta go. It's hard there. Okay? This person is emotional and want me to be her hero. But every time I try to be her hero, I can't save her. Okay? Because he desires to balance the scale. Right? He desires. He said he desires to balance the scale. And right underneath that, they told me that he's telling a damn lie. With the liar here. With the storyteller. Told me, I'm going to get the truth. Okay? But he said this is telling a story. Okay? Under the Avenger. Under this Queen of Cups here. Okay? So she says he's a liar. Somebody's a liar. They said because this is toxic with the devil. Okay? That's what they gave us. So now they storyteller, and then underneath of that, an addict, sex addict. Could be a sex addict. This is the upheaval, okay? With the sex addict, pushing and the pulling. You push, I pull, you pull, I push, okay? You push against the relationship, I push you back, okay? Or I pull you back, okay? Pushing and pulling, okay? With the love, okay? Under the justice, the legal situation. Y'all been getting too much pushing and pulling, so y'all not might, got some now salt and batteries on each other by now with all this pushing and all this pulling and all these documents and all these police findings. Now with the with this twin flame or soulmate energy, y'all might already want somebody being left out in the cold. Okay, so now somebody might need to come in out of the cold, or wanting to reconcile now after the big fight. You know what I mean? The fight might have took place yesterday. Might have went to the club and got into a big fight. Found him out with another woman. It could be two men, two women, two man and a woman. It doesn't. A lot of people could be involved. Okay, I got two relationships here under the storyteller because he might tell you one story and he might tell this other person another story. Okay, under the Two of Cups. Okay, this is two different love affairs and two different decks. This is the modern day. This is in this day. Okay, same day though. Under the storyteller, making up tales that harms others. Okay, harms your heart, your head. You got he got your brain in his hand. Where he have it at? Right here. My bad. I thought I had it in my daggone hand. There he is, with it in his hand, your brain. Okay, because this is how he consumes you. And I told you it was boning out here, and I told you it was a two of swords out here. Something that was supposed to be cut off, but it was an addict, but he couldn't cut these two things off. He couldn't do it. Out of the juggling. This two relationship, two situationship situation with the devil and the toxic and all this queen of thing up here, and then what's this back here? The resting and retreating. Okay? Saw sickness, now he's sick to the death of him. You know what I mean? To the death of him because he thought it was so easy to do. They think it's so easy with the angel. Now I'm an angel, and I might be even a colorless angel, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with the angelic guidance. Okay, that's what they fake. They faking it till they make it. Okay, helping those in need with no explanation to return. So they might not give you no explanation why they left. Okay, they might just up and leave. The hero is here. Okay, passions for the journey, for personal empowerment. This is also escapism and the false sense of heroism that I gotta save you. But if I don't escape these devices, if it's sex, if it's love, if it's rock and roll, if it's, porn, if it's whatever the device is. Drinking, libations, women, men, okay? Street life, hustle, whatever it is, okay? Workaholic, whatever it is, whatever you escape to and from, domination, spankings, okay? Whatever it is, talk too dirty, abused, slapped around, whatever it is, and you want to be rescued from it. This person takes risks on a gambler, but also the poet is here too, as well. So let's talk about the poet here, turning a lyrics gift into negative or destructive effects. So, so this poet tells you that he expresses his soul and insights in the symbolic language. Okay, so that was the same person that told you that so wasn't that the same person that where was the one for some, okay, that was the artist, right? That was the con artist with the poet, right? Okay, so that was the con artist. Okay, I had to figure it out. Wait, I was listening. Sorry, y'all. Look, I apologize, but expressing the dimensions of life that is just beyond the five senses. And I told you about the love language, right? So that might be affirmations, affirming like, there is no good men, but there are plenty of good men. But if you keep affirming that there are no good men, then of course you're not going to find any good men. You're going to get all the dogs of men. And that's the universe, because you didn't say, yeah, there are some dog men, there are some men that are dogs, but there are some men out there that treat women with love and kindness and are faithful to their woman. But you have to be the person in order to know what you want in this person. Like, so this artist created a picture of who they are to you. Now, if you had a blueprint of the person that you wanted, hey, if you had a picture of the person that you wanted, you can always go back and reference and say if this person is on the, you know, type of man you looking for, especially if you're looking for a husband. I mean, that is just, if you just looking to date and don't care about who you dating, that's one thing. Because sometimes people are there just as a destroyer in your life, okay, to just destroy things. And with the toxic stuff that's here already, that is what is here. And it's talking about how hazardous it is, because how jealous this stuff is, okay. Under the trouble, unable to break the chains that are binding you, and you are and that are holding you back. Okay, so intoxication and with destructive powers, destroying others' dreams and potentials. Okay, that's what it's talking about as this destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. In order for you to get to this new life, okay, to finish, to kill, whatever we're gonna do, get rid of this destroyer, you're gonna have to release what is potentially destructive. And then if this person is this potentially destructive, you're gonna have to get rid of them. Like, they have to go. Like, this addict, this pushing and pulling, this devil, this two relationships, not being clear of their commitment, not, clear of where the relationship stands, and still waiting for it to grow, and it's been a long time. Hold on. What is that? Personal question. Marriage is possible. Please tell me yes. Is marriage possible for you? Are you asking me? Or is marriage possible for you? Let's see. mm, is marriage possible for the watcher? Is marriage possible for the watcher? Super chat is available in these chats while I'm live.
They're saying solitude right now for marriage. They're saying breaking free from something from your past right now. And they say miracles may happen soon. So, is there a possibility for marriage? Yes, there are. Okay. So there you have it. I hope that answers your question. All right, so back to the scene of the crime with these two people, two situationships here under this energy here, under the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Okay, because I remember they was telling us all these artists about these different love languages. Okay, and this is why they got these different love languages because these people have a love language here and here, but that's a story that they tell each other. Okay, even though they both know that it's short lived. Okay. All right, boss. All right, so let's see what it is all about, you guys. Weekend messages seem really juicy this weekend. They seem really juicy. People are getting out, meeting people again. So this is out in nature. Yeah, they might be out in nature. Y'all might see them in public, girl. Y'all might see them at Miami, Daytona Beach with the bikers. You might see them down there. And don't confront them there because everybody got their booties out there. In Miami Beach, I thought they had closed it down, but I guess they would just move it to a new location. That's all. Because Daytona had their bikes rally. All right, so they talking about reflection here of the devil, of what was jealous, what was trouble, and what was it you needed to break free from with the reflection under this poet. Because I'm gonna get back there and talk to the poet in a minute about what he got to say about these two relationships, about hope about these two relationships, and then he got the addiction, the addict here. Under compromises, integrity, and honesty allows the addictive pattern to have authority over the inner spirit. So this is what's got over this person. Something has taken over the entities, the demons, the fates, the free wills, the feast of plenty. Right? So helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior, but they cannot confront it right now, right? Because they got all these different skills going through right now in energy, and they inspired by these skills that they find, they seek, they know, they learn about as they navigate through these different portals of you know you know symbolic of under these artists, of under these con art, under these symbolically inspiring them, because that's the same thing that inspires them there is the same thing that inspires them as an addict. Okay. Okay, you guys pay attention to what they talk, and then this is how they make them happy. So this person also could be using crack here. This is also something that might could make them happy here. So they might be also using crack, because all these cracks in this story definitely keeps me wondering what's going on. So you might have a person that uses here. So let's see here under because there's a lot of different vices here. This person is under. So let's talk. Let's talk back here. Myself back here. I can't get one deck because the deck is on the floor. So I'm gonna have to bypass that energy. So when it comes down to these two lovers, let's see who these two lovers are. Somebody that they wearing a masquerade with. You could live in New Orleans. That's where they make wearing a masquerade. Hold on. I told you. I gave you the answer already. I told you the answer already. I pulled out different cards and told you. I told you yes. There miracles is going to happen. I told you yes. I pulled the cards out separate. So let's see here, you guys. Under this person, this is hiding your true self from this person. So there's a masquerade, and there's also somebody that this person is hiding themselves from. Okay, so this person right here that's joining in peace of mind. This is the person that you hiding yourself from. But this person over here, this is the person that um, you hope for this union with, but there's a masquerade there too. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, this is the temple of my body. So there, it might be just about that, their body. Okay, it might be just about their bodies. It might not be much more else about it, but it might be just all about their body here. Now, let's see real quick. I don't have much. Um, Alone in the world. I made my home, my heart, a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. And then hiding yourself is just give me a second, you guys. I'm just checking something out. Mm-hmm. All right, so masquerade. Let's go and masquerade first, right? This is saying that the man's face is young, and his flesh is in flesh and in position, like they pose in a posture here, with a wide open shirt over his appearance is most complicated, and his hat straightened from the carnival, right? That's what it's talking about, from like a carnival or whatever the case may be. Under this disguise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under disguise of a thief, and I fly away. So this person may come to you as a thief, okay, and this energy of hope, okay, to steal your time, to steal something from you. This person comes to you as a thief. There is often guilt in taking the mask off of Don Juan. Don Juan didn't come out here, but the destroyer did. Or Don Juan, Don Juana. So it could be man or woman. The seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. So they're not a master of this, but they do it. Okay, but it says he is a master of um, what is fleeing and brief and transcendent to the extreme. He is the master of the moment, and as such, for he forgets all other kind of eternity. Okay, enter eternity. There is a guilt if you care, but you are not building. There is guilt out of loss because you are not treasuring. There is guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there is guilt in the selflessness, in the desire itself, in everything leading to pleasure, as if the only pleasure that can be sacred are those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles of the ebb and flow, and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tight. When the time comes, let it go. Okay? So when it comes, and when it goes, it goes, like a masquerader. So when they're good to you, they're good to you. When they're not, they're not. Okay? Just know that this in this energy under this masquerade. When it's up, it's up. When it's down, it's down. When it's bad, it's bad. Okay? When the confrontations come, they come bad. Okay? They don't come good. Okay? All right. So and then we have the you know just real quick, I'm not gonna keep you too much more on that either. That's under the Wayne and Gibbs under the bargaining, under that energy, okay? What can I have forever? I will have for a moment. And what I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for 1 second. Okay? For just as long as I can hold it on to it for, is how long I'm going to hold on to it for. Okay? So then behind hiding your true self, okay? So that would be this energy, hiding your true self. Hiding is keeping things inside. Luck is trust and becoming lack of hope. So there must be a limit. In the dazzling light, there are hints of a door, like the door to the human. Outside drapes the scarlet tunic stands two women, one under the sign of the sun and the other beneath the sign of the moon. Okay, so and right now we're under the sun of the sun in Aries and the moon in a Libra, right? So hiding is a survival instinct, and you want to be honest and truly be yourself. Very few people will accept you then, and you are too complicated to be comfortable, too contradictory to be easy, and too um, exceptional to be believed, too plain to be considered. You can be the sun and be the moon. You can be the door and you can be the road. You can be the butterfly and the brick. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solace is when there is not a moment, the right moment to be yourself. So, like I said, in the energy, like divine feminine carries that energy of everything, right? But for the wrong person, or the wrong man, the wrong timing, the wrong timeline, just not being, you might be the right woman, but the wrong time, okay? Like they haven't grown enough, they haven't awakened enough, they haven't experienced enough, they haven't done enough, okay? And they haven't learned lessons enough that, to grow them to be stable as men in your life, especially if you're looking for that true soulmate, lover, husband, my everything, confidant, you know, true man. Now he's not gonna be your everything. Like let's stop there and let me clear what I mean up. Like you have to be able to love yourself first. So like if you wanna complain to your girlfriends. Okay? If you wanna nag to your girlfriends. But always, make your man feel happy as home because his peace is your peace. When y'all both are peaceful in y'all home together, it's just the dynamic. When you both are happy together, there's no reason to stray. But if I always feel like I have to flight from this survival mode that I'm in with this masquerade, I'm always going to be on the flight to go. Okay? I always got to pave the bricks. I always in a transformation of being the butterfly, the caterpillar, and change into a butterfly. Always. Okay? I can't just evolve because I can't be authentic around him, and he might not could be authentic around you, but that's just also learning and growing and being around the person that you're with, that you consider to wanting to spend the rest of your life with when it comes to who you with. Okay, who you with? Bernie Mac asked you that. Okay, so high in your true self. So in this one of these things that one of these relationships where somebody is needing the peace of mind here, what is going on and what are they really hiding from you. It's just what's being hidden is the not the right person. Okay, what's being hidden is not the right person. It might not be that right time right now for you with this artist. Okay, they create their own, symbolic and symbolatry and whatever hieroglyphics they want. But then when it comes to you,
speaking your love language is almost like misunderstood, or not reciprocated, or not acceptable. Okay, it's like almost like rejected. Okay, only theirs is the one that's like acceptable. Okay, because they're not being authentic no how. Okay, with the way they. But we didn't. We're going to get to the poet. What he got to say what about these two relationships? Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It is the massage for the soul, a purification process that brings oxygen and returns away age and wear. It is bliss and pleasure. Okay, when you go to yourself and make sure you are taking care of those moments of real solace, is the things that remove the wear and tear and age away, so that you can be bliss and have pleasure. You know what I mean? Like if you always got strife at your house, like how can you have bliss? How can you have pleasure? Like if you always got your peace disrupted and you always looking for a peace of mind, where is the pleasure? Okay, because you hiding your true self. This is a stage of acceptance that things might not be where you want them to be right now. Okay, you could be in front of a mirror, or you could be high and behind the mirror, yet you choose to be the mirror. Okay. All right. So that is that. So now let's talk about this poet in these two relationships. So one is high in itself, one is a masquerade, one is, doing something else. Okay. So now let's talk about what they want to know about the love of this relationship. The poet. The poet says he turns his lyrical gifts to negative and destructive effects, expresses the soul insight in symbolic language. Okay, so this is something that you might not know. You might not know how to read symbolic language. So this is what he's saying here. Let's see. Shivery. Okay, so here's the masculine. That's this artist, and he's so very shivery. He might open doors, stuff like that. Life purpose. Okay, so he the man for you. He here for the purpose that life brings a man to a woman for. That's what he said. He the poet. Mama. And he wants you to forgive him. So now I got to put this on the table as the poet on what these two people mean to him. Under this person that's got this hazardous lifestyle, or whoever's serving this person in this situation right now. So he's going to tell me who these masqueraded people are, and who is this person that he's hiding his true self from. Okay? So now at the bottom of the deck, we have abundance. Okay? So now this could have been his abundance. Okay? But with him going off and serving other things, this now became, you know, his reflection. Okay, so now that's what they're talking about. So this is going to be a reflection on what it is about his abundance, and how his abundance has, you know come up or down. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's talk about the first energy under the Two of Cups, under the Masquerade, under the Hope, under the ancestors of hope. Ancestors of hope. That's the hope that it's a death to it too. Look like. Because you got to remember, that's when it was toxic. That's where it got toxic at. I can't even see. All right, now. All right, so that's the death for this. That's the death. It took me a minute to get it, but the masquerade of the hope is the death of the ancestors. It's saying that this is over. Okay? The death and a rebirth. So something new is going to come out of it. What and when?
We don't know. Because it was already toxic when he came in. Because he was juggling some stuff anyway. Because he was coming from that hazardous house from the start. Mm-hmm. And then now he say he going somewhere in the world. So now that's when he moved off, right? He moved off. And what about the boning? Might be a death to him boning somebody else. Page of Pentacles. He working on something now, though. He working on something here. What? Though. Something. Whatever it is, it's little. Whatever it is, because it's the page. And then the Four of Wands. So now the Four of Wands is up there being chivalry. Four of Wands. Okay, so this is the relationship. It's a death to it. This is the relationship that he gonna put a death to. Okay, that's the relationship. Because as you could clearly see, two in heaven and one laying on a grave. So now somebody might be a widowed husband or wife. I don't know. Somebody might lost somebody here that way. But also it's telling me that this person, it's just y'all done. Like the relationship is over. It's a death to it. High Priestess. Yeah, it's been over for a while. Okay, it might be a legal situation, might be some type of documents, police findings, or something else here. Okay, like I said. So let's talk about finding your true self. Finding your true self is about the Ace of Pentacles now. So now your Pentacles came up all the way, right? You got all the way up with your Pentacles. Then it says this is the sun. This is illuminating it now. So this is where you sneaking off to now. Like this is like right now. Yep. King of Swords, King of Wands right now. So he's real passionate about this person that he's hiding his true self from. And that could be his Empress too. But let's see. Yeah, so this is like the Three of Pentacles, okay? So this is a third-party contract. Somebody that's a third party in this situation, okay? So this is not the Empress, okay? This is the third party, okay? So this is also somebody else's house, too. This is the Ten of Swords. This is somebody that's defeated because they might even have another lover here under this seven is this person that they sneaking off with. Let's talk about the forgiveness, though, under the what they want you to forgive them about that. All this stuff, I see. Good Lord. Alright, so this is telling me that they Three of Wands here. This is about them surveying other things, going off to, uncharted seas or uncharted things that, that they had no, um, no idea what they was getting themselves into. Because, like, they got out here to these seas out here and they boat wasn't right. They got holes in their boat. So they might got a with them being a storyteller. They might got some holes in their story. They got out here. They might get emotional just so that they can add, to inflict pity under the artist. Okay, that's their symbolizing things. Also, it might come with a lot of ripples in their story, a lot of, unaccountable hours. Well, what time was you at such and such a place? Well, so and so didn't get picked up, and the school called me at this time, but you wasn't there, and they said that they was leaving in the next 15 minutes type of stuff. Like, on the forgive me, like that. I went to get milk and never came back. Like, I went to get cigarettes and never returned. Like, the purpose. What was the purpose of this? Like, you was whining and diming, and then all of a sudden you stop. Then you said Eight of Pentacles. You working. So they might have even got a new job, okay? And that's why they stopped doing what they was doing, because they, working now. But let me see. Like, forget them about working so much, maybe. King of Swords, So this gives me the energy of like a man watching women at night, like his hoes on the block. That's his purpose. To be your
gorilla. Eight of swords. So you still blinded to it, or this person's reflections is still blinded to it. Okay, and how hazardous this situation really is. They think they could just still come back. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel came out already. The upheavals of the tower is already out. Ten of Swords. The three is third party is already out. Sorrows of the shaman of smoke and mirrors of like blowing smoke up your behind. Like this is the Five of Wands. This is like the conflict. Like really to the like tied to this stuff. Like justice is back again. So this is definitely still legal information, legal situations. Like you might have to get an attorney, like a new attorney. Like yeah, some is still like really the toxic stuff that's this got this person is down is definitely still chasing them. The devil is definitely still jealous, still got envious in their life, still controlling them by ego, pride, and unauthentic selves. They're still wearing a mask. They're not ready to change. They're not ready to face their person that they're looking back to. Even if they thought they wanted you, okay? Even if they thought they wanted to have justice with you and sit beside you again. Um, but under the wheel, it's like really consuming them there. And they cannot do it right now. Cannot. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. They know you're abundant on your own, though. That was the purpose. Like, not to leave you on your own, but to know that you can go it alone, okay? To know that, but before it became, you was able to go it alone because you didn't know that you could go it alone until you experienced it. And once you experienced that going it alone, was more beneficial to you because you knew you wasn't going to be hurt again, okay? Because the only thing this person was going to do is come back and hurt you again and again and again and again and after again. Okay, hurt you. But what you having the independence to know that you can be dependent on your own and know that through healing, through elevating your frequency, and through, you know, being resilient that, you can overcome and all as well here. Even though it's, not everything ain't, with the tower moment, everything ain't everything, but everything is everything. You know what I mean? Everything is good. You know what I mean? With skills out here, you might have to get a new trade. You know what I mean? Or this person might work by a new trade, or they might even do trade. You know what I mean? Trade for trade, like type of thing. But this is a fool. But this is they living in love, though. They living in different situations. Being a poet to her, being a poet to the other one that they wearing a mask for, but they saying they cut it off, but they didn't cut it off with this person. They saying that this person, that this is something that's still chasing them. But yeah, what's still chasing them is the person that they didn't leave yet in the background, okay? The one that they still got hope for. The one that's Four of Wands that they got the death to, even though they in heaven together, because they see themselves as with past lives with each other, be in heaven together. You know what I mean? We gonna grow old and gray into death do us apart, where we have to be in heaven together. So if one passed, the other one, is still here mourning the other. But in this instance, it's telling me that you are definitely going to put a death to the energy because it's not serving you, meaning that it's not, giving you what you're looking for, especially if you want a committed marriage, okay? Especially if you want to have purpose, especially if you want like a man to be chivalrous with you. You this is not the kind of man. Maybe at one point this person was, but then it quickly changed. Okay, with the toxic, it became toxic real quick. But at the same time, they're juggling too many things. This love and that's love, along with the skill, and they're real skillful at it. Okay, and they're addicted to this type of stuff because now if they get rid of the two of them, it's going to be just two more other ones. Okay, so they just self-loathing, greedy lovers here. Okay, with these different, and then not only will that be okay, but they will cause a conflict with you. Like those other people that's fighting for these other people's energy, they will come after you. Yeah, justice. So that might be the other person coming after you with these justice, with these. This is now it's justice on both sides. Okay, now it's trying to balance the scale. So now you got a litigation, mediators. You know what I mean? Because these people is here to destroy you. Okay, so they gonna make up lies, whatever they gonna say to get their way. Okay, so now we got these The emperor standing here, his truth. Only color on him is the rainbow on his sleeve. Okay? I thought that was some kind of somebody colored on my daggone card. Because I never seen that on there before. Okay? That's the emperor. Representing himself, that he's protecting himself. Okay? From whatever diversity comes to him. Okay? Whatever is said about him. Okay? Whatever she said or he said. Okay? Because it could be two men, two women. It could relate to a lot of people here. Okay? Somebody that's fighting over this people, group of people, skilled, okay, at manipulating. They said he wasn't really a manipulator because they was more of something else than he was a manipulator with the masquerade here. They was more of something else. Not so much a manipulator, but they do manipulate. But this is them telling me that they're going to move off, right? Okay. Calmer waters. We're leaving, going to something that's more calmer. Okay. But they're emotional about going anywhere. Okay. They're emotional about moving on. Okay. Because they hate to lose anything. They're entitled to everything. They feel entitled. They want to be entitled to you and your time and your energy and whatever you have to offer. They want it. Okay. At whatever cost. That was the whole purpose of getting you, so I can take part of your energy. And I take it over here to. Yeah, but it's time to go though. It's time to go. It's time to go. Okay. You've been raised by birds long enough. Maybe you won't be able to fly, but you'll be able to eat worms and you'll be able to. I don't know what it's like being raised by a bird, but at the same time, it's time to leave this nest. Okay. All right, let's see what it's like being raised by birds. Real quick. I'm going to just get you that real quick because that seems real interesting. And I get that a lot. So let's talk about that. This is about, this is like looking forward to what's coming next. Okay. It's about fearlessly looking, facing the change and the transitions in life. This is about plans we have grown and nurtured, the work we have put into getting where we are presently. This is also about the sparrow as a chaotically plays and tries to distract her. The part of our past can hold us back, uprooting the time and effort we have laid out. Without one arm firmly on the tree, we move forward with our plan facing the challenges ahead. This is about this is about nature above us and looming larger than us. This is our challenges is our to find our place in nature and the world and to understand our own inner nature. Okay, that's basically what it talks about, and that's basically what it comes down to. Like with everything we talked about, with everything like it not being the right time, and we just had to know that in nature, like in timing, like this is not the time right now. Like it might be the time to leave this nest. It might be time to just go it alone right now. Like what is next after this? Whole leaving the nest thing. Not just as a bird leaving, but what the person hid from you, like the unknown of what they didn't tell you. Like, so all this time you was masquerading this love and told me it was cut off, but all the while you was hiding your true self from me. um you know Living with birds, okay, eating worms at their house and everything under the masquerade, right? And now, like, y'all had like this death do y'all apart type of love, and here you are. When I asked you, was things chasing you?
And what was you running from? And you told me nothing. But all the while, you was running from something. Okay? You was running from something, whatever it was. Okay? And it was keeping you emotional. Okay? But you was also stoic about it as well. I don't know if that say Rue McGee or Rue Morgue. Page of Pentacles now. Okay? Now you want to offer something, but what you have to offer is what? What do you have to offer here? You can offer your lifestyle. You can offer your burdens to be unblocked. That's what I'm getting. You know, your chakras with the life, your healing, your sun, which you're illuminating, your heart, your throat chakra, which is serenity of letting go, and then your spirit of your illusions. You know, things that you think in your mind, things of dishonesty, things of the ego, things of greed, things of your pride. Give me one more. Messenger. Okay, they're there because there's so much more for me to tell you. There's so much more that the king wants to talk about. Okay, he wants to talk about a lot of things. Okay, on why and it's the wrong timing, but like the excuses we don't need now. Okay, but I'm gonna let you guys go because we don't really need these excuses with the magician here. We already know that he's using all the tools of the trade. We know that these are the reasons why, because he wanted to do things more convenient, things was he wasn't ready for, right? We know this with the high priestess twice, but we know he shines in victory with or without that. Okay, and our timeline of our masculine is on its way. Okay, okay, we are warrior women. Okay, we will tame the beast. We will of ourselves, not of nobody else. Okay, we will celebrate. Okay, wherever we had that death. Okay, here's the death, and here's the same celebrate. Here's the same union. Okay, four wands and four wands. This is the same union. Where it was a death, now you can rejoice again. Okay, you can celebrate under the big top again. Okay, you can put that dance back into your step of joy. Then we have that the dance of joy, self reflection, the ancestor of hope, and the dancer of beginnings. But this is your energy. Okay? This is your energy. Alright, you guys, listen. Catch me back a little later. I'll have some more messages for you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. You don't know what you're missing. We have a lot of fun over here. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and helping me grow as well. Also to the returning ones as well. Thank you for helping growing the channel. I send love and light to each and every one of you as well. So let me tell you guys, I'm out of here. Namaste and now I must go. Bye guys.